Aloha, beautiful High Vibe Tribe. It is Pink Bella. Aloha. Welcome back, all star seeds, light workers, 144,000 grid keepers and gatekeepers, divine unions. I'm just going to ask Prime Source Creator to come in and let me know when the Galactic Akashic records are open for today's update. So I want to deep dive today into the lunar eclipse energies. We're really close to the full moon lunar eclipse, blood moon, also known as, on Sunday. It starts late Sunday, September 7th, and moves into the 8th, as well as I want to look at, we're going to do a reading for us and deep dive into a few different numbers. Or the numbers that were given, the keys that were given me today were number 333, 1212. So what else do we need to know about those numerical codes from Prime Source that were shown? I also want to, I'm going to deep dive again a little bit more into the Galactic Akashic crystal keys, which ones would benefit, which crystals would benefit us for the lunar eclipse, which the eclipse gateway is open, everyone. And we have a 2-week period that can fast track us and clear everything out that is like holding us back from our timeline that we wish to create by the time we hit the new moon solar eclipse on the 21st of September, which is also the equinox. Okay. Then I want to look into the interstellar visitor, Three Eye Atlas. What else do we need to know? What's happening right there? As well as space weather, Schumann resonance. And I'm going to look deep dive into the word interstellar because Three Eye Atlas is an interstellar object. I'm going to look at this as well. I'm almost wondering, were all the other comets not comets? Were they just intergalactic stellar ships that were covered as comets so they could come in and gather information and leave information? So for those of you who don't know, if you have never tapped into a comet energy, I didn't start doing this until 2022. There was an emerald comet around the 222 gateway in 2022 in February. And I started to receive messages and downloads, and it was fascinating to me. And I believe that comet, they had determined that it was 4,000 years old. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. And if you haven't watched the update that I brought in on Monday, I had a lot of energy cleared out of my being so that I could be contacted by one of the commanders who's involved in that mission. So I'm not connected to that energy every single day. I haven't even asked. Didn't even tap in until today. I'm connected with Prime Source Creator, and that's what I've learned on my journey is that my teams are here to help facilitate my intentions with Prime Source, but they're not guiding me anymore in that way. So I'm making sure that I'm not connected to anyone except for Prime Source Creator. And I can speak with you more about that on a one-on-one basis. Okay, so today we want to look at basically the lunar eclipse, and the lunar eclipse is going to move us into the 9/9 portal as well. So I believe, yeah, the 9/9 portal is on Tuesday as well. So we'll really start accelerating and building up new energy and new intentions by then. Just briefly, I'll share more of this at the end. I've opened some Saturday session and reading times for this Saturday to prepare for the eclipse or to align, depending on what you're being called to. So that is Saturday the 6th. You can just email me about that if you would like to book. Specifically, I opened it up for Divine Union readings, but you absolutely can book anything else as well. I only have a few spots available. So I'm really grateful to be able to offer that for you at this time. Okay, so let's look at, I'm going to read some of the transmissions and then I'll do a reading for us as well, okay? So right off the bat, let's look at the Schumann Resonance. So the Schumann Resonance, it has been spiking higher. It's representative of Gaia, the Earth's heartbeat. And so we align our heartbeat with her heartbeat. So the usual frequency is 7.83 or 882, depending on who you talk to. And we did hit 80 hertz a couple of days ago. So we're integrating that. Then we have the solar flares. We just had an M class flare that was pretty high. That's bursts of energy coming from our sun, and it is rippling through our atmosphere and our bodies. It can bring on fatigue, restlessness, sleep, dehydration, all signs of solar light upgrading in our field and upgrading our DNA, okay? Then we have Atlas. So we've got 3 energies basically. But before I continue on with that, I have already pulled some cards. So I just asked in general, what messages do we all need to know today as star season lightworkers based with everything that's happening, and specifically that full moon lunar eclipse? By the way, that's called a blood moon. If you all don't know, it's healing and clearing everything out of our life that no longer serves us, including ancestral and karmic soul contracts and patterns. It's also helping us clear out our bloodline, our blood ancestral patterns that we agreed to come in and clear. So our lineage down our father's line and our mother's line. So a lot of things that we're healing and clearing everyone, and especially right now, anything painful that's coming up is ancestral. It's unbelievable. We also just had, so this full moon lunar eclipse is in Pisces. Saturn is in retrograde, but Saturn just went retrograde into Pisces on September 1st. Pisces is the end before the new beginning. Pisces is in the current Western astrology, it's at the end, and then we start with Aries. So Saturn's energy is shifting, which that's good news, but it's not a taskmaster anymore, but it's a wisdom bringer. So Saturn is bringing us information about what we need to clear out. Like I cleared out so much on Monday, I didn't even know was still there. I did my whole journey, all lifetimes, ancestral. Like I just wanted it all to come up and out to finalize it so I could start my new timeline. And unbelievable, but there were lifetimes connected to both my father's lineage and my mother's lineage that needed to be cleaned out. So I did all of that on Monday, not even realizing Saturn had moved into Pisces, and we've got this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th. So there's going to be building up. We're going to be shown lots of things this week, everyone. So just breathe, reboot, and try and move into gratitude as best you can, okay? So overall, what did we receive? Number 9, allowance. Number 9, allowance. So that's our energy, heart chakra, sacral, that came in the divine union reading as well. Frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way. Because remember, it's all information, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. What we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So some things that might be coming up might be frustration, anger, grief, sadness, like exhaustion, can't do this anymore. It's all just information. So you start asking questions. Okay, tears are a great release. Everything releases us from the old shackles, the old timeline, the old connection to the matrix. Okay. And I love that this came forward because really, once we get through the eclipse, the 9-9 portal is like our springboard to the next eclipse. All right. I pulled just a couple of other cards and then I'll do the other messages live. So I pulled from the Starseed deck and we received Lost Land. So the colors are like pretty well the same of what I've got in the background today. Soul memories and gifts are coming up from like other lifetimes, past lives, parallel lives, Atlantis, Lemuria, and soul gifts. What we're clearing is allowing more of our superpowers to come forward, more of our gifts to come forward. Okay. I also pulled another card, number 19, solutions, galactic dream star. So you might have dreams this week, everyone, bringing you messages of things that people, places, things you need to let go of. I had a dream about childhood. I had a dream about some childhood friends, and it was nothing malicious, but it was a piece of when I was younger and open. I handed over a lot of my power and my joy to a lot of individuals, not knowing that I did it. So I just forgave, released, and called my power back. This is a perfect time to call your power back for all directions of time. But the galactics are saying solutions are in our dream time right now and to pay attention to our dreams. I love this image too because of all not only the galactics, but I see like crystals as well. Beautiful. Okay. So those are our key messages right now. I think what I'll do is I'll do a reading and then I'll come back to 3i Atlas. Okay. So just briefly. So 3i Atlas is an interstellar object and it's hurtling at Earth. And there's many different pieces of information saying that it's not coming still to October. But it's clear, it's like it's clearing lifetimes and bringing us lots of energy to really do a thorough clean through this eclipse season. Because the information that I've received is it's going to be near us by the time either equinox or the end of September. It doesn't have to be super close to Earth. If you connect with any comet energy, you'll know that it doesn't have to be super close. It is an energy, and it's an interstellar library is what it is. It's a crystalline library, if that's the way you view it. If you've watched videos about the intensity of it and it's negative, you're not going to want to connect with it. And that I feel like there's pieces of truth to everything because I feel like individuals are bringing that information forward who had traumas with interstellar objects and they're still working through it. They might not even know that they have traumas with it as well. Okay. All right. So, one thing I asked about was okay, because there's a piece of information that came in like a week ago about how much power and light is already coming from 3i Atlas. It's a cosmic guest. It's an interstellar object. It's glowing with an estimated 10 already. It's glowing with an estimated 10 gigawatts of power, everyone. So to put that into perspective, that's 7 to 10 power plants. We'll just say that. It's enough to power 7 million homes. Um, it's also right now, it's being estimated to be 2 to 12 miles across. And some have said like the size of Manhattan. It could be even larger than that. So it's an interstellar beacon streaming codes of remembrance into our solar system. That's from the Akashic records, but it's also scanning and checking in on all of us too. So those of us who resonate with it are excited, knowing that we're going to be receiving guidance and it's helping to clear a lot of the clutter. Those that are in fear of it have interstellar galactic traumas that they haven't worked through. They might not even know that they're starseeds. They may not even have gotten to that galactic piece for themselves, or they may have only gotten to the galactic piece of everything out there as part of the battle, and it's the Anunnaki and Archons, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna, like I said, I'll start deep diving a little bit more on Rumble as well. Please, all my links are below. If you want just Rumble content, please follow me on Rumble, and I'll see you over there. Okay. Let's just review the rest of the planetary bodies before I do the reading. So the lunar eclipse is a shadow and reset. Blood moon equals bloodline karmic clearing. It's a collective reset. It's going to bring forward like shadows, any soul healing that we need, clearing up emotional wounds, ancestral memories, anything we can dissolve. It's once we get through that to the 9-9 portal, that's a new alignment and a new beginning to make way for our new timeline. All right. Saturn, the wisdom keeper, I already shared a little bit about this. It's changing from the role from the taskmaster to the wisdom keeper because it's no longer, this is exciting news, everyone. It's no longer being managed by the Dark Alliance. So that was super exciting. It's still in its way, pushing a lot of stuff to the surface, like a lot of karmic contracts, healing of emotional wounds. It's working through the sacral, the throat, crown, I would also say the root chakra as well. But it is actually trying to bring us wisdom without weight now. Okay, so there is a shift. The beautiful dragon guardians, oh, I love them so much. I love working with the dragons. The emerald dragons are bringing in a fiery solar current, so our system's going to integrate. The white dragons are protecting our timelines and ensuring that 3i Atlas codes arrive clearly. So our dragon teams are working with us around that. They're weaving balance like guardians of the interstellar signal. And then I'm going to get into the crystal keys. I'm going to look at them a little bit more, the ones that will help us. Okay. All right. I pulled some numerology cards and then I'll look into some, yes, because that's connected to, okay. I pulled some numerology cards. I'm going to pull a few cards around just 3i Atlas. And I have one other galactic message around that too. So this is for all of us. Number 11, individuality. There's that sacral chakra. So it's going to start to, this whole process from now through the lunar eclipse and the 9-9 portal to bring up anything that's blocking our belief and our right to sovereignty, to that prime source creator co-creation. Number 10, karmic completion. There's the sacral. So there's a lot of energy being cleared out of the root and sacral. So root chakra is about survival, completing karma, completing ancestral contracts. And then number 61, soul love. Can you see the theme, everyone? Orange, 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 red, orange, red. So we have to be aware that the collective, they're just going to be impacted by the full moon and then the eclipse. Okay, so it's going to make everyone be a little off balance. So be aware, whoever you're around or driving. Okay, so self-love, throat and sacral, 61. So we're coming out of this so that we really get into that self-love and that self-worth. That's the key as well. Okay, let me just pull a couple more cards about 3i Atlas. Anything else we need to know, and then I'll show you that one other card. 6 of Pentacles. So it actually, yeah, it's actually bringing a rebalance back to the people, back to the starseeds, the light workers. It's actually helping to bring the balance back to all of us and to the grids, I'm hearing. Okay. One more card. Ten of Swords. It's helping to clear this energy of it's helping to come in and actually clear the energy of the energy attacks from the Dark Alliance. I love that. They're also saying through the eclipse to make sure you're shielding and using your shields, okay? And then King of Wands, this came in quite a bit on Monday's session. It's helping it to clear, to align our timeline, and to help us move into a powerful, manifesting, sovereign beings. I love that. So it is helping to bring power back to us. Yeah, or empowerment back to us. Okay. And then one more message that I pulled just from the Galactic deck. Number 67, self-observance, Lyra, the future. So it is from a future timeline. It is very much connected to those of us who resonate with Lyra. They are also part of this interstellar mission. And they're saying, so I love this. So they're letting me know that there's future versions of some of us on this vessel that have just come in to observe. That's all they're doing. And they're saying that our self-observance, our self-love, our self-worth is so important right now. Okay. So any other cards you want me? Okay. I'll just pull a couple more cards, and this will be like our general reading. And then I'm going to pull cards around the rest of the crystal keys. Okay, right off the bat, Stargate Heart. I love it. Don't even have to go any further than that. All of this is moving us deeper into our heart chakra, activating our heart Stargate, and heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity and healing. So that is a perfect message for this session. I did that. Yeah, I'm gonna pull a dragon message for us as well as a crystal overall. Rainbow dragons, beautiful. So it really, so just focus on the rainbows, everyone. Focus on it's gonna get better. Brings a leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. As well as I was given, this eclipse is to help us collapse all timelines so we can activate our new timeline. New beginnings, new opportunities, new doors opening, which is amazing. And what crystal, thank you, Rainbow Dragons, and what crystal wants to come in for us before I look at the keys? Unakite. It's a mixture of green and red jasper to help us stay grounded and in the present, in our heart chakra, and to stay in the present moment. Number 42, Unakite. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, if you haven't been paying attention, the last two videos, I think, I've been given 3 groups of crystal keys to offer with the Galactic Akashic Record session. So there's a huge transformational one with Moldavite, Tektite, and blue Kyanite. If you want to go interstellar, that's the package to go with. That's the session to go with those keys. But the other gentler set of keys is the rose quartz, amethyst, selenite. So I'm going to look at those today. So again, if you wanted to book one of those offers, they're on right now. They're at the top of my website, and the description box below is my email on my website. Okay. All right. So let's just look. I'm going to pull again one message for each of these keys. We're going to start with rose quartz. So the crystal keys are coming in right now, and you can just also use these crystals through this eclipse. Okay, so rose quartz, and the rose quartz key heals the heart chakra, anchors love and compassion. So that goes perfectly with the end game of the Stargate heart. So what else do we need to know? One message from the Galactic Akashic Records. I love it. 9 of Pentacles, perfect. So this individual trusts their heart. They believe, and it's a 9. So they believe and trust and have faith in the universe, and they have healed. They've gotten through the fire, and they're in receiving mode. Perfect. That's perfect explanation for rose quartz. The amethyst key, clearing the crown and third eye, dissolving illusions and strengthening insight. So how do I work with this energy in such sessions? During the quantum galactic healing meditation portion, once the clearing is done, the Prime Source Creator brings in these frequencies and the healing rays, and that aligns you for the session, just so you understand how it works. Okay, so let's look at amethyst. Beautiful, which is divine connection. It's also very protective, and it's also very clearing around interference and also addictions as well. So amethyst is clearing the crown and the third eye. It's dissolving illusions, and it's strengthening intuitive insight. So what else do we need to know about the amethyst key? It's going to relieve stress and worry and anxiety. There's a 9 again. So it's going to really help to clear anxiety, stress, and worry. Okay, I love that. Let's pull one more message. 4 of Wands, which is celebration and alignment. So Amethyst will help you if you're feeling out of sorts. And then that's the end game is the 4 of Wands, which is celebration. It could be your divine union timeline, happiness and joy. I love that. Thank you, Amethyst. Key. The Selenite key is for purification, integration, sweeping away residue, sealing the aura, and aligning with your higher self and prime source creator. Okay, so what other message do we need to know for Selenite? And Selenite, there's a lot of energy clearing out of our Ultra Major right now, and a lot of old energy, old programming wants to leave our Ultra Major. Okay. I just shuffled, but again, we got 4 of Wands. So it's going to help to keep our vibration high, to help keep us in joy and celebration mode as best we can. We also got the 10 of Cups, which is also family, joy, fun, celebration. So it's going to help us all move into our next most beautiful timeline of joy, that rainbow dragon. Okay. Now let's look at Kyanite, because I said I asked for an alternative. So let's say you have blue Kyanite. Blue Kyanite. So if any of you have Moldavite, Techite, I would kind of suggest not using it through the eclipse because it's so intense. So you could use, instead of Moldavite, you could use rose quartz. Instead of Techite, you could use amethyst. Instead of, and if you don't have selenite, blue kyanite would be fantastic to help with the ultra major in the throat. I had a huge coughing fit today before I was recording. So it's aligning the throat. It's releasing old vows. It's helping us to speak our truth. Okay. So yeah, just a kind of a reminder, you might want to pause using the Moldavite until the 9/9 portal. Okay. So kyanite, inner bridges. So what else do we need to know about the blue kyanite crystal key? Which I wore blue kyanite for years, everyone, and then I just got moved into lapis in 2017. I got the 4 of Wands again, so all these crystals are helping us to keep our vibration high. And there's that strength card, the Leo energy. There's our like completing such a big cycle from the Lion's Gate from August, but also from 2007. There might be things that come up way back, everyone. So just be aware of that. And then look at the solar plexus energy. Look at us all stepping into our power. So hopefully you're not feeling the intensity. I went through my portal already on Monday. It was intense, but I'm through it now. Okay. There were a couple of numbers that I was given today to look at. Number 333. Oh, I may have put some, no, just going to look at 333 today. So 333 is about the unity of mind, body, and spirit. And I was given, it was, okay, that we're getting these upgrades now in a trinity. The solar flares, the sun, Gaia activating and upgrading the Schumann Resonance representation, and 3i Atlas is part of this new energy. So what else do we need to know about when we see the number 333? Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is an individual who's in her heart, but she's not this individual is not very clear yet, not sure what's going on, feeling out of sorts. So I woke up feeling that way. So if you see 333, that's the universe saying it's okay. Don't always have to be on, or it's going to be okay, and just stay in your heart. What's the other message? 10 of Cups. So good things are coming, positive things are coming. Okay. And then what about 1212, the double doorway, a gateway of remembrance, a higher alignment? It's also, I feel like I was given that today because we do hit this point at this time where we're exhausted from the year and from all the learning and all the clearing, and that by the 12/12 portal in December 12, things will be much lighter and brighter. But what else do we need to know? When we see 12/12, we're stepping into our higher timeline. I love that. So what other message do we need to know from the Galactic Akashic Records about 12/12? Knight of Cups. It's an offer. It's an offer of moving forward from the universe and moving into our higher timeline and to stay in our heart. Queen of Wands. So she trusts, she has faith, she's a powerful manifester, and she's already entered her highest timeline. So that is really beautiful messages. Beautiful. Okay. Now there's a word that I wanted to look at. Interstellar. That's a keyword. So I want, and again, if you all have any key numbers or keywords you want me to look at, comment below and let me know, and I'll start making a list for us as well, or email them to me. So if we want to look at the word interstellar, which is a key code activation, what do we need to know about the word interstellar? Eight of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Ooh, Chariot. The Tower. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to work a little bit way around it. So the word interstellar is such a starseed light worker, 144,000 key activation of keep choosing your higher timeline. Keep choosing the timeline that you wish to be on. Keep affirming that. The old timeline wants to leave. And I like now I look at this and I look at like one, we're going through a powerful transformation, but two, so interstellar, when we hear that word, it's literally helping us shed lifetimes of shackles that are keeping us on our lower timeline. And we all came in to move into our higher timeline. So just trust that whatever is leaving you right now, whatever is supposed to be there will come back, okay? There's the Queen of Wands again. So this individual trusts and has faith. She's in her power. She's a powerful manifester. She's connected to source. And she trusts that whatever she's choosing could re-choose every single day, okay? But interstellar, so the interstellar object is helping us all move into more of our sovereignty and our empowerment and our co-creation. And it's arrived to help us move forward. And the Chariot can move quite quickly, 7. So the word interstellar is a key word to help us all keep moving and going forward. I love that. What a great message. On that note, everyone, that is the end of our session for today. So let me just make sure that I've covered everything. This whole time right now is a bridge of remembrance, remembering who we are, why we came, what our mission is as well. To support you all, if you want to work with me deeper, the Galactic Akashic Records with the crystal key codes, either Moldavite, Techite, and blue Kyanite, or rose quartz, amethyst, selenite sessions, and a package of 3 to help accelerate you are on offer right now as well. Those are at the top of my website. Check it out. Look forward to working with you all, and I will be back soon with our next update. Love and aloha, everyone, from Pink Bella. Have a great, if I'm not back before the eclipse, have a great eclipse. Take care.